Mark from Valcu. I'm going to show you very quickly how to automate your own legal documents. First thing to do is sign in and then come up here and click on My Document Templates. You'll see we have a few in here that you can try out or play with or clone, but today we're just going to add our own. So click Add Template. Okay, we're going to do a document. Today we're going to do a Series C term sheet. Let's get started. Okay, so what we need to do now is upload a file that we've created. So I'm going to go over to Word. I'm going to take this form right here. I'm going to make a copy of it, open it, and we're going to go through and get this ready very, very quickly. So all you do is rename everything, starting it with vfield. So we'll go vfield, company name, and in this case I'm going to add uppercase here. That'll make it capitalized. Generally, all you need to do is just rename it though. There's a few pieces of magic, but you don't need to worry about that. Okay, so I named the date. Now I've got another instance of the company here, so let's name it the same thing using the same terminology. Here we've got the incorporation state, so I'm just going to call this org state. Okay, keep going down to the next one. Okay, so now we need the aggregate proceeds. Let's call it vfield aggregate dollar proceeds. Okay, now we need the names of the investors. This is a little bit trickier. What we need is a list. So to do that, we'll do vfield, call it what we want, purchaser, and the magic is call it hashes each. And then to get to the elements in the list, we'll do vfield purchaser hashed instead of hashes, and then name the item that we want. So let's do name, and let's put, for illustration purposes, the investment amount. So we go vfield purchaser hashed, and then let's call it purchase price. Okay. Now, in this list also, we want it to be separated by commas and an and, depending on the number. So we're going to put in here something called comma conjunctive. Okay, now we just need to end our list. Okay, so I'm going to do that with the rest of the fields in here and come back. Okay, so now I've gone through and changed these names. I'll show you what I've done quickly. I changed the pre-money dollar valuation there to a field. I did the option pool percent, did the major investor dollar threshold, did the number of common directors and seed directors and mutual directors. We did the vesting start date. We added the company's name down here in the signature block. And then we added the purchaser's name, but we did it again inside a list here that is ended like this. This will create a signature block for each purchaser that we add. Okay, there's one other thing I want to show you. Let's go find this definition of major purchasers. What I want to do is make whether the rights go only to major investors conditional. So that if we turn it off, then they go to all investors. So let's call this vfield major investor threshold, and the magic word is applicability. That creates a switch. Anything when that switch can be toggled on and off. So let's end it here. And it's used one more time right here. So we'll use it the same name again, major investor threshold applicability. And then end it right there. Okay, so the next step is just to drag it onto the application. So let's go back here, drag it. Okay, so it's the document is being parsed, and it's generating a structure of the fields that are in there. It's generating inputs, and it's otherwise just making it an executable document. So if you want more information about some of the scripting, you can get that here. Just click documentation. That'll take you here, and you can see some more. It's very simple and it's short, and the aim is to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, let's go to the next step. So here you'll see some information about the document. So this is giving you validations, tests that have been run to make sure that the document is executable. If you write a formula that doesn't make sense, then you'll want to look at this very carefully to figure out how to fix your document in Word and then just re-upload it. Okay, so we got PDF, text, raw text, structure. This shows you how fields are nested within others or whether they're in lists. And then we've got the inputs that have generated. Okay, so let's just confirm this and go on. Okay, you can leave this information blank, or if you want to fill it out, you can. We're going to add a disclaimer. Okay, if we want to get a red line against the original version of the document unscripted, we just upload that here. We'll get both red lines, but this gives you an optional second one. Great, so that uploaded. And now we review it. So we're okay with it, and let's go ahead and go to the template page. We need to edit it. We do that here. If you want to clone and create a new version and leave this one in place, you can do that here. So let's go ahead and fill it out. So let's call this Demo Company Inc. It's in Delaware. Let's say it's $500,000 of investment at a $3 million pre-money valuation. Say there's a 15% option pull. Okay, watch this switch. You can see the major investor dollar threshold disappears or appears based on this. But let's turn it off so that we can see the language go away in the document. Let's do the number of directors, and let's change our vesting start date maybe to the beginning of the month. And let's add our purchasers. So the first one will be Super Investor Fund Out. And let's say they're taking half of the amount. Let's add another. This will be Tech Investors LP. Let's say they're doing 150,000 of it. And then let's add another Strategic Investors LP. And we'll do the remaining 100,000. Okay, now let's generate. Okay, so what's happening is it's merging the document together. It's cleaning it up. Extra spaces are removed. And you'll get a nice finished document that is ready to go. Okay, you can see that we turned off the major investor stuff, so you see that that information is gone now. You can see that the investors are here with a nice list separated by commas and then and as appropriate. You can see that we have a signature block for each of the purchasers. We get a red line against the scripted version, a red line against the original form. You get the data. If we added instructions, it's there. The inputs are here. If you need to regenerate it, you can do it. You can change it for whatever reason. And that's it. The kicker then also is, let's download it. Let's put it in here. And it's still in Word. And so now you can upload it to your document management system, or however you do with it whatever you like. Hope this is helpful. Please send us any questions and let us know your thoughts. Thanks.